Borderline diabetes or pre-diabetes, causes and symptoms. A person with borderline diabetes or pre-diabetes has blood sugar levels that are higher than normal but not yet high enough for a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. Borderline diabetes is a condition that may lead to type 2 diabetes. According to the American Diabetes Association, an estimated 10 to 23% of people with borderline diabetes will go on to develop type 2 diabetes within 5 years. Doctors may also refer to borderline diabetes as insulin resistance, impaired glucose tolerance, impaired fasting glucose. This video looks at how to recognize risk factors for prediabetes, how to manage the condition, and how to prevent type 2 diabetes from developing. Symptoms. Prediabetes does not have clear symptoms. Some people may not be aware that they have it until a doctor tests blood glucose and blood pressure levels. Prediabetes has progressed to type 2 diabetes. A complication occurs such as a heart attack. If a person's blood sugar level remains high, they may begin to develop some symptoms of type 2 diabetes. Symptoms include frequent urination and increased thirst. Most people will not know they have prediabetes until they receive testing. Causes and risk factors. According to the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases, a range of other conditions can increase the risk of prediabetes, including obesity, especially abdominal obesity, high blood pressure, high blood fat levels or triglycerides, low levels of good high density lipoprotein or HDL cholesterol. Other risk factors include not getting enough exercise, having a family history of type 2 diabetes. According to the American Heart Association, the following lifestyle factors may also be a risk for prediabetes in some people: raised stress levels, smoking, drinking too much alcohol. Regularly consuming high sugar drinks may also increase the risk. One 2017 review found that people who regularly drink sugary beverages face an increased risk of metabolic diseases such as high blood pressure and high levels of blood glucose and fats. These metabolic conditions can lead to prediabetes and diabetes. People who lead an inactive lifestyle are at a high risk of taking in too many calories without burning them through exercise. Other people who may be at risk of developing prediabetes include those with polycystic ovary syndrome or PCOS, and those who have experienced instances of high blood sugar levels in the past. Anyone with any of these risk factors may benefit from a prediabetes screening to identify whether they have the condition. Diagnosis. A doctor typically diagnoses prediabetes with a blood test, particularly a glucose tolerance test. A glucose tolerance test measures how quickly the body can process the sugar in the blood in a 2-hour period. Other tests include measuring blood sugar levels after a person has not eaten for a specific period. This is called a fasting blood test. The doctor may also use an A1C test. This involves measuring the average blood sugar levels over 2 to 3 months. People do not need to fast or take any special liquids or medications for this test, and it gives reliable results. According to the American Diabetes Association, a doctor will diagnose prediabetes when test results show the following measurements: fasting blood sugar levels of 100 to 125 milligrams per deciliter, glucose tolerance levels of 140 to 199 milligrams per deciliter, an A1C test result of 5.7 to 6.4%. A doctor will often retest these levels to confirm that the readings are not due to one-off spikes in blood sugar. Blood glucose monitors for home use are available for purchase in online or any medicine shop. Treatment. Prediabetes is reversible, but it is often easier to prevent than treat. Lifestyle factors are the primary causes of prediabetes, and making changes in some aspects of life can significantly reduce risk factors. A balanced, nutritious diet that moderates sugar intake and regular exercise can help reverse borderline diabetes. According to the American Diabetes Association, diet and nutrition changes should include the following: improving intake of unprocessed high-fiber carbohydrates, increasing fruit and vegetable consumption, reducing saturated fat and processed meat intake. Exercise is also important. According to a report in Diabetes Care, exercise can help prevent or delay diabetes from developing. Current guidelines for Americans recommend that adults should have at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity each week. Do muscle strengthening exercises at least twice a week, such as lifting weights or doing push-ups. Examples of moderate exercise are fast dancing and brisk walking. Regular exercise and a healthful diet not only help reduce the risk of developing diabetes but also protect the heart against future diseases. Monitoring borderline diabetes. In addition to lifestyle changes, doctors may recommend other steps for managing the risk of diabetes. Medical management may include treating related conditions such as obesity and heart disease. Managing prediabetes also involves continued monitoring of the risk factors and regular testing of blood sugar levels. A person can reverse borderline diabetes if they can make and maintain the necessary lifestyle changes.